Hello students, welcome back to the next session. So in the last class we were discussing about data frame, and today we will continue the topic. So last day I told you about creating data frame using dictionary of list. Today we will discuss dictionary of series. Bete both of them are somehow related and you may choose anyone as per your convenience. So I used to create data frame using the first method, dictionary of list. Dictionary of series are also same. So I will tell you how to create dictionary using series. So let us start first this one bete. So in the previous case we have created the simplest data frame. Today we will create the same data frame but using series. So what is the first thing we have to do bete? We have to import our pandas module. Okay, and then since we have to create using series, we will use first series as okay, then we will use this name as the first series. Okay, again the same thing, almost same thing we are doing bete. Okay, and then we will create one more series which will have the age. PD dot series function is used to create series, and here we are using to create series from list. Already we have discussed these things. Okay, and now what we will do bete, we will create our dictionary. Earlier the same thing we were doing using key value pair. Here what we will do, we will create the key value pair using the series. It means what we will do, we will have this one, then curly bracket, and then what is the key will remain same bete, key will be name. Okay, and the values will be what, all the values are stored in s1, so what we will write here s1, that much only. And the next key is age, and the values will be what bete, the next series which is s2. Okay, and now we will create our data frame which will be what, pd dot data capital F, and then within bracket we have to pass our dictionary, and then let us check whether the data frame has been created or not. It is TF. Okay, the only difference, you may provide the values here directly in the form of list, or you first create a series from the list and then use that series from the list, but both are almost same. So I think the first one is preferable. According to me, you may choose any one. Okay, so let us execute this and see what we are getting. Okay, so yes, we have got the same result. So these are the two methods to create data frame bete, using dictionary of list and using dictionary of series. Okay, now the next important thing is bete, two functions, iteration of rows and columns. So the iteration term must be known to all of you. In class 11th, all of you must have gone through the concept of iteration. Iteration means repetition, looping, the things which we have to do again and again. And for that, all of you must have used for loop. Remember the for loop? So here we have to use the concept of for loop. So in data frame, the Python provides us two functions so that we can iterate over the row wise data and column wise data. Okay, and these two functions are itr rows and itr items. When we are using itr rows, what it will do, it will allow us to access our data row wise. Okay, first let us note down what does it means. So itr rows, it iterate over data frame row as index and series pairs. How it iterate bete? It iterate over two pairs. First value will be the index. Which index bete? Row index. And second value will be what? Data. Okay, so what will happen, Index means the index or the label of the row, and series means the data of the row. So the whole function, it returns a series of each row. What it is going to return, but it will return one row each time. Okay, so this itr row function access each row at a time. That's why it is known as iteration. So how many times this will be executed? As many number of rows we are having, but the thing is it iterate over two things. First one is what, beta? First one is row index and second one is row data. Okay, so suppose we have to access row wise data from data frame. Which function we have to use? We have to use itr rows. And suppose we want to access column wise data, then we have to use itr items. Similarly, the only difference between itr rows and itr columns, itr items is beta itr rows iterate over row index and row value, but itr item will work on column index and column value. Okay, so itr row will return what? It will give you one row at a time, and itr item will give you one column at a time. For example, when we will use itr rows function in our output, what will be the result? In our output result will be, it will return you one row. First this row means first row, then it will give you second row, then it will give you third row, then it will give you fourth row. It means we will get the data row wise. Okay, and in case of itr items, what we will have? We will have, sorry beta, you just adjust it. So while converting it in pdf, the diagram has been changed. So just move your table here, just here, below this column index, it should be here. Okay, so in case of itr items, what we will get? We will get what? One column at a time. So at first we will get all the names and then we will get all the age. So we will get column wise data, and in itr rows we will get row wise data. So let us check using the python code what we are getting. So instead of already we are having our data frame beta, so I am doing the changes in the same code. Already we have created the data frame, so let me add the code here. Okay, so since this is iteration, what we are doing beta, we are accessing our row elements again and again. And how many times we have to repeat this thing? That many times means the number of rows we are having, that many times the iteration will be repeated. Okay, so basically I told you that beta itr rows iterate over two things. So for that we have to write for. Here two things are needed. First thing, suppose index, you may write any identifier name. Okay, here I am writing index so that it will be clear to you that okay, index means here the row index will be accessed. Okay, and the next will be data. Which data beta? Row wise data. Okay, then from where beta? From our data frame. So the name of the data frame is df, and name of the function is iter rows, which will give us what? Which will give us each row at a time. Okay, and what we need beta? If this will be executed, we will have two things. What will be? We will have our index, we will have our data. Okay, so let me write row index I will explain beta, just wait a minute. And then print data, let it be only data. Okay, so let us print what we are getting. Now see beta, I told you that it iterates over two things. First one is index. Index means what beta? Since this one is itr rows function, it will be row index, and data means data of the first row. Let us have this one. So okay, let me remove this one because in the previous class I was showing you that how to. Now see, this is the data frame, and what we want to do, we want to access row wise data. Let us check whether we are getting row wise data or not. If we will have row wise data, bete, what should we have? We should have first name as Tom and then age as 20. Let us check what we are getting. Yes, you see bete, first row index is which one? 0, and we are getting name as Tom and age as 20. Okay, that is over. Then we are having row index 1. Means how we are getting the output? We are getting the output as row wise. First we are getting the first row, then we are getting the second row, and then we are getting the third row, and then we are getting the fourth row. Okay, got it? So since it is based on what bete? Row index. ठीक है? So here name will tell you about the index position. So see here row index is 0, so name is also 0. And data type object means what? Whatever data we are getting bete, these are what? String object, that why it is written object. Okay, similarly row index 1, so name is also 1 and data type is again object, because here we are having mixture. Okay, similarly the rest of data we are getting in row wise form, one row at a time. Okay, what if we will write here the same thing, but here if we will write items, what do you think bete? What will be the output? And here let me replace this row with column. Can you tell me the expected output? What we will get here? We will get the data column wise. Okay, so as per our code, what should be our result bete? As per our code, result should be what? We will get first column, then the second column. Okay, so this should be our output. Let us check what we are getting, because column wise data we will have, since this one is ITR items function, it will give us the data in the column form. So let us check, execute this one, what we are getting. Now see beta, yes, what we are getting, since this one is based on column index, so name of the first index is name, yes, and we will have all the values for the first column. Similarly this row index will be there bete, since in the previous case column index was also there. Okay, so here row index will always be there. So we are getting here column wise data. First we have got what we got all the names and then all the ages. Okay, and just see here bete, name of the column index is what? Name, and data type is why? Object. Data type object means since these all values are of string, we are having data type as object. But here you can see bete, name is yes age, but data type is what? Integer, since all the ages are of integer type. Got it? So these are the two main functions used for iteration in the data frame. First one is ITR rows and second one is ITR item. Not so difficult bete, you just try the code at your home, it will be easier for you. Just remember, in case of ITR rows we will have the row wise data, one row at a time, and in case of ITR items we will have column wise data, means one column at a time, and in both the situation you have to give the index as well as data. Okay, both the function iterates over index and data. So ITR rows will iterate over row index and ITR column will iterate over column index. Okay, so I hope this topic will be clear to you. If you are having any kind of doubt bete, you can comment me your doubt or you can mail me as per your convenience. I will try to clear your doubt. If you are having any doubt, I will try to clear it in the next session, and if you don't have, then we will proceed to the next topic. So I hope you are enjoying my videos bete and following all the topics sincerely, and do remember to update your notebook bete. And if you are finding this videos useful, then like, subscribe and share. So thank you for watching bete. Take care. Bye.